What's up, squad? I got the Steel Challenge stage Accelerator set up here behind me. I'm going to go through some things I think you need to know, the fundamentals of shooting this stage, with shot placement, cadence, shooting order, foot placement, things like that. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I do when I get into the box is always to get my foot placement right. So on the Accelerator, you've got 10-inch plate, 18 by 24, 12-inch stop plate, 12-inch plate on plate number 3 at 20 yards, and an 18 by 24 on plate number 4 at 20 yards. I'm going to show you the way that I shoot this and the way I see most fast shooters shoot it. And it's going to be from left to right. So plate number 1, plate number 2, plate number 4, plate number 3, and then the stop plate. So as far as my foot placement goes, these first 2 plates on the left, these are going to be the easiest plates to hit. So you really don't want to, in my opinion, get your foot placement set up too much for these. You want to make sure you got your foot placement set up for the longer plates, the 18 by 24 at 20 yards, and plate number 3. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw up on 1. When I go past plate 2 and snap over to 4, I want to know where I'm landing on this plate that I land. Before it, after it, high, low, those kind of things. Right, so that felt pretty good. I'm going to do some more dry runs here. Alright, and what I'm doing is I'm staying loose on my feet at this point. It's because when I snap over to plate number 4, I want to feel under my heels, are my feet trying to move to one way or the other. Now, if they are, I want to follow that and make those adjustments. So essentially, I'll do it again. So right there, I was landing a little bit before it, and I felt my left leg kind of wanting to push towards that plate. So I'm going to move my body a little bit that way. And what I want to do is be able to index and land right on that plate. So again, right there, I landed right in the middle of plate 4. That's where I want to be. Okay, now the cadence on this, the draw is going to be fast. Of course, you want to get up to that first plate as fast as you can. So we're going to draw up on plate number 1. Plate number 2, a lot of people will call it a drive-by because it's a lot more of a hesitation on this plate than a complete stop. And then you want to drive over to plate number 4 as quickly as possible. And when you land there, that one you want to take your time on and make sure you get on it, break the shot, and then you're slowing down a bit on these last 2 plates, plate number 3 and the stop plate. So let's run some strings here. I'll start off, try to get in the B class range, and I'll turn it up from there. I'll probably make some mistakes at some point, and I'll be able to kind of talk through them and correct them. Now what I'm doing here is I want to make sure when I draw up on plate 1, my cheek weld, I'm hitting right where I need to be. So when I get this right up to my cheek, am I landing on the plate? If not, if I'm landing above it or below it, I'll make adjustments with the buttstock. So I'm getting where I want to be. So that feels pretty good. Alright, so that was a 319. That'll put you pretty deep into the B class range there. This is a 298. So it's just above A. A is a 283. Let's see if we can break into that. Alright, so that was a 256, but I got a miss on plate 4. Now what happens, I drove past the plate, did not take enough time to make sure that my eyes got there before I broke the shot. Alright, so let's run that again. So what I'm going to do now is, because I made a mistake, and like I talked about earlier, my foot placement is very important for that plate. I'm going to do a dry run and make sure that I'm landing where I want to be. So I am. So what that tells me is I just got to be patient enough with the trigger, get my eyes there first, then the dot, and then break the shot. All right, let's run it again. All right, so that was at 251. That's where I was trying to get to. All right, now 253. So as you can see, these first two shots, I break them fast. Snap over to plate number 4, and there's a pause there. Make sure I get my eyes there, and the dot, break the shot, and then the cadence on the last two shots a lot slower. So it's bing, 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 right? All right, let's see if we can turn this up a little bit. Grandmaster's at 224, Master's at 250. Let's see if we can get into that Grandmaster range. All right, 237, so that's Master. You gotta shave a little bit more off to get the Grandmaster. All right, 226, so 200ths away. All right, 231, but this pretty sure I had 2 mics on that one. All right, 235. I don't know if we've got it today. Let's see. $225. That's almost there, 100th away from Grandmaster. $219. There it is. That's the last mag I had loaded here, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. As you can see, fast draw on the plate 1. I'm sure you can see as I was getting faster. Plate number 2, that's why they call it drive-by, is because it's really just a hesitation on that plate, breaking the shot, snap over to plate 4 as quick as you can, break the shot, and then you're slowing down a bit, taking your time to get 3 and the stop plate. So those are some of the fundamentals I think you need to know to be able to shoot Accelerator with a rifle at the Grandmaster level. I hope that's helpful. Shoot fast and shoot often.